Good morning. Happy Sunday. This is Kimberley. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Infinite Spark Collective. Here you're going to find guidance and teaching and coaching and mentoring. Not all at once, not all in one video, but progressively as I build this channel. And I will, in the next, hopefully, month or so, actually be launching a website. I'm still currently working on material, and hopefully I'll get at least some of it out soon. I plan to open a Shopify account to offer digital products like ebooks and so forth. And I also plan on launching a school community, SKOOL, in case you don't know, and maybe do some teachings there. Maybe just do, local, like video get togethers in the community to talk about things. I'm still working on putting all the pieces together, but today, February 22nd, Sunday, in the Infinite Spark Collective today, we are going to do our Frequency Directive. And we're going to do it from the Divine Feminine deck for the energy of the collective in the Divine Feminine frequency. We're going to also do one for the Divine Masculine collective frequency. And as I've said before, if you go back and check some of my other videos, I do talk about it. The frequency of the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine, they're not gender-based because both energies and frequencies are within you. Carl Jung phrased it as the anima, which is the Divine Feminine, and the animus, which is the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is all about action and doing. The Divine Feminine is about being. That doesn't mean that the Divine Feminine doesn't take action and doesn't do. But we're not really here to do on this planet, are we? Welcome to the Infinite Spark Collective. Again, my name is Kimberly. I'm your coach, your mentor, your guide. Here to walk you down the path of spiritual awakening. If you happen to be on the twin flame path, I'm going to teach a little about that. If you happen to be on the path of spiritual awakening in general, we're going to get into that. And we're going to talk about it from many different aspects over the while that we're together, which I intend to be a very long time. So, as you can tell, I'm shuffling the cards. Let's see what the energy and frequencies are for the Divine Feminine. I'm not showing you yet. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. And I'm going to pull one for the Divine Masculine now. Spirit, I am a clear channel for you. What messages do you have for the collective today? Our Lady of Guadalupe, another incarnation of Mother Mary, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. So, the Divine Feminine is in the protective energy today. Let me Let's see what the book says. I think, as I've mentioned before, I have so many decks, it's virtually impossible for me to remember every single card in every single deck and try to give my interpretation. So, if you've not seen a reading of mine before, you know I will read from the book, if there is a book, where I'll read the back of the card, and then I'll let Spirit talk to me as to what else I need to say, what else I need to relay. Who is the Lady of Guadalupe? Our Lady of Guadalupe is the emblazoned emblem of the unique, powerful protection of a mother's love. Her image is believed to have had miraculously appeared within the tilma or cloak of Saint Juan Diego. She appeared to him 4 times. The first, which was on December 9th, 1531, she spoke to Juan in her native... Sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing today. In her native Nashville language, and asked him to build a church in her honor. They were standing on the Tepeyac hill outside Mexico City, where the Spanish had recently destroyed a temple to the mother goddess Tonantzin, an Aztec goddess of love. Juan Diego tried to convince the archbishop of the authenticity of his apparition, but to no avail. He asked Guadalupe to give him a sign that would help convince the archbishop of her identity. She appeared to Juan a final time and told him to collect the Castilian roses, which are not native in Mexico, that were in bloom at the top of the Tepeyac. He gathered the roses in his cloak, and when they fell before the archbishop, they could both see the emblem of Our Lady of Guadalupe inscribed inside her cloak. Inside his cloak, I should say. Her image on Juan Diego's cloak has become Mexico's most popular religious and cultural symbol. It hangs above the high altar in the Basilica of Guadalupe in Mexico City. The Basilica is the most visited Catholic pilgrimage site in the world, and the world's 3rd most visited sacred site. Its preservation and its mysterious creation have been a fascination for scholars and art historians for centuries. It seems to be defying the laws of nature, both by not decaying the way a natural substance should, and by having been created excuse me, in what seems to be a one fell swoop rather than with multiple brush strokes. Give me a minute. While I did that, please remember to like and subscribe. Please share the videos with your friends. Please share the channel with your friends. As I grow, you'll have more to share. This now infamous image is worn as a symbol of protection from banners in the army during the Mexican War of Independence and on the backs of migrant workers to shield them from being whipped, to modern t-shirts and tattoos to protect the devout Catholics and gang members with the exceptional love of the Divine Feminine. When your soul collects her card. I love how Megan Watterson did this. Because to me, whenever I draw a card, it's coming from my inner self. It's coming from my soul. It's coming from the spirit of the goddess and God living within me. What is outside of us is also within us. Even if we've never experienced a mother's love, the true force of the loving protection exists within us, so we can give it to ourselves. When San Juan Diego was concerned that the Archbishop would never believe him and was racing to meet Our Lady of Guadalupe, she appeared suddenly and said the most beloved phrase in the apparition story, a phrase that is inscribed on the entrance to her basilica. No estoy yo aquí, soy tu madre. Am I not here? I, who am your mother? The energy of your mother's love can travel to meet you anywhere, whether within the world or within your own heart. The message is that she is already here. You are mothered by the message that is also to ask for what you need. Saint Juan Diego and Our Lady of Guadalupe asked them for a sign that proved her identity and her existence. She gave him her image emblazoned inside his cloak, one that has been venerated and considered holy ever since, because he asked for her assistance. We are enabled with free will. We all have it. We all have free will. The divine needs our requests for assistance in order to enter our lives, and all we need to do is assume the simplicity, the heart, and the humility of a child, and ask for a sign that she is here. We will be met with more love than we could ever imagine, and love is always the greatest and most powerful protection. And Megan gives like a meditation, I guess you could say. It's like a meditation prompt, if you will. Do I experience the love of a divine mother within me? And as it said on the card, I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. I want you to take this moment today. I want you to ask yourself, does the Divine Mother, in whatever form you know her, does she live within you? And what is that love? Do you feel safe? Do you feel protected? And if you don't, intuitively you already know you are. And one of the ways that when I get worried or anxious, I usually remember to stop in that moment and put my hand on my heart, my other hand on my lower abdomen, which is between the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, and I remind myself, I am safe, I am loved, and I am protected. Now, I lost my human mother when I was 18 years old, and I didn't really have any motherly figures or anything around me to make me feel loved and safe. So I had to find it within myself. And self-love is not easy, and it's not something that, um, you know, we end up reminding ourselves that it's always there. But you need to fiercely love and protect yourself the way the Divine Mother would. That's what I'm being told to tell you. If you don't know how to do that, then it's time to sit quietly and ask for the energy of the Divine Mother in whatever form you know her as. Our Lady of Guadalupe, Mother Mary, what other head goddess, Juno, Freya, whatever mother goddess you resonate with. Mother goddesses are fierce protectors of those who are connected with them. So take some time today and connect with that divine force of the Mother Goddess. Now, let's read the Divine Masculine. Shiva. This book is so much easier because it's in alphabetical order. That one sort of was, but not really. Have you noticed how beautiful some of these cards are? They're incredible. It is time to get comfortable with your feelings, for they symbolize your effort. Look to failure as motivation to come up with something new. Extend your creative energy. Shiva is a Hindu deva. A deva, D-E-V-A. Shiva is the god of destruction, known as the destroyer. Primarily viewed as a benevolent deity, his name means auspicious one in Sanskrit. Shiva fathered Ganesha, and with his wife Parvati, the mother goddess of fertility, along with Brahma, the god of creation, and Vishnu, the god of preservation. Shiva is a member of the Trimurti, also referred to as the Holy Trinity. Although Shiva is known for destruction, he destroys to make way for rebirth of a new cycle. He is one face of the process of creation. Shiva destroys, Brahma recreates, and Vishnu preserves. Each role in the equal importance in the overall picture. Vasuki the snake depicted around Shiva's neck. Coiled 3 times represents the past, the present, and the future. Before I read Shiva's message, if you go check out my post in the community section, I posted on Friday that it was the Great Reset. Very appropriate. Shiva has already destroyed what no longer resonates with you. And you are working with Shiva to continue to destroy what no longer fits your life, as well as the power of Brahma to recreate, and the power of Vishnu to preserve. Shiva's message is this: in this photoshopped, social media curated culture, we can be prone to showing the fruits of our successes without exposure to the failures that lead to it. When you're used to seeing the best moments of the lives of those around you, it can make you feel bad about yourself. And when you fall short, you feel horrible, right? When you see the success of others, you don't notice the events that happened that led them there. You do not see the sacrifices, the faiths, the knockdowns and falls, or the doubt. Similarly, when other people see your success, they may see luck, where you see all the work. Failure indicates that you have tried and have taken charge and have decided to attempt to do something remarkable. That is what counts. It's not the fruit of your labor. It's the process of planting the seed and nurturing it. Failure is a mark of being human, and it is inevitable. It provides you an opportunity to find another route toward success or to walk away from something that is no longer meant for you. It can open up a new door towards something more aligned with you. The destruction of one thing makes way for creating something brand new and perhaps even better than the last. A failure is not complete destruction. It's just a setback, preparing you for something new. Adversity prepares you for success. It makes you resilient. It teaches you what you need to know to get to the result. It turns you into a person who can handle what success will bring. Hardship makes your appetite for the result grow, providing insurmountable energy. Experiencing the negative emotions associated with failing that makes the positive feelings brought to success feel even sweeter. If you fear the impending shame of failure, think of it this way. A bit of embarrassment is better than waking up one day realizing you will never know if your dreams could have come true. It is better to try and fail than to look back with regret and unanswered questions. Trying is admirable and will leave you reflecting with the pride for putting yourself back out there and giving it a crack. So what are you being asked to keep trying at? As I ask you to take time with connecting with the Divine Mother in you, I'm asking you now to take the time to connect with the Divine Masculine Shiva energy within you. Allow what needs to be destroyed, and allow recreation, rebirth, and resilience to live and blossom within you so that you keep going. Because failure is only failure if it stops you from doing what you know you're meant to do. Failure is only failure if it stops you from being who you're meant to be. Failure is only failure if you hand it over to someone else. Failure is only failure if it doesn't push you to do it again, regardless of what it is. Thank you for joining me today. I will be doing 2 readings tomorrow, a frequency directive, like I do every morning. Okay, with the exception I didn't yesterday. I wasn't feeling well, but and tomorrow I'm not sure which reading I will do, whether it's the collective bridge for twin flames and romantic and soul connections, whether I'll do the Vortex Directive, which is law of attraction, manifestation, etc., or whether I will do the divine heart and soul of the collective. I don't know. I take my inspiration from when I wake up in the morning. Again, please like and subscribe to the video. You'll see it at the end screen. Welcome to the Infinite Spark Collective. Allow this to be your home. And let's awaken and grow together.